Welcome back. Well, the German government is digging its heels in over the future of Opel. Angela Merkel's coalition is pushing for Magna to take over the European wing of General Motors. But GM is holding talks today with the Canadian car parts maker, as well as a second bidder. That's RHJ International. Well, Magna remains its firm choice for Germany, which is backing Opel's sale with over $2 billion in short-term loans. Well, for more on this story, let's get to Ryan Chilcutt, who's on the ground. Now, Ryan, you were there when they were starting to meet. The chief negotiator for GM says that we won't get a deal today. What's holding things up?
Yeah, well, in short, what's holding things up is that you have two entities, both which need to agree on this deal, that don't. You have GM, which is doing the selling of Opel, right? And you also have the German government, which is providing the bridge financing, without which there's really no reason to buy Opel because it wouldn't survive without it. So GM, as you were saying, prefers RHJ. GM says that RHJ's bid would be simpler for General Motors, while the German government prefers Magna International. And the divide is really quite large, to the extent that you have regional officials here saying the German Chancellor, Angela Merkel, should get involved, and she should speak with President Obama, because ultimately there's going to need to be a political agreement. Francine?
Now, Ryan, this is what the representative at Opel for the labor union is saying, is that Angela Merkel needs to get involved, but will she and can she effectively?
She very well may. I mean, for the German government, Magna is really very much the preferred candidate. The reason being they believe that less jobs would be lost under the Magna offer. The other reason why they like Magna is because, quite frankly, it's not RHJ. RHJ is a private equity firm that is perceived here as a financial investor. In German, colloquially, financial investors are often called locus. And coming up in an election year, coming up on an election in September, that wouldn't go down well. Another concern is that RHJ, another German government concern, I should say, would actually flip the company in a couple years down the line when Opel actually starts making money. And that would be a big problem as well, because in particular the German government is very concerned that at the end of the day, GM could get it back. That's something the German government doesn't want to have happen. Back to you.
Thank you so much. You'll be following, of course, that story.